Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning. Rules for Rebels here. Today is September 7th, 2016. You'll have to excuse me, I'm still kind of half asleep. I'm just ran to Dunkin', got my morning coffee. But I heard something on the radio this morning that I thought was interesting, and I saw an opportunity potentially for a product rollout because of this. So, for those of you guys who don't know, today Apple is unveiling their new iPhone. Now, I'm not a huge Apple fan. I've never had an iPhone. I don't plan on ever having an iPhone. I prefer Android. I'm more of a PC guy, even though I do have an iMac. I don't use it much. Anyhow, the interesting thing about the new iPhone is not a feature they've added, but a feature they've taken away. So the new iPhone no longer has a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. So you're going to have to do wireless headphones. Now, it's possible Apple's going to give you a set of wireless or Bluetooth headphones with the iPhone. I don't know. And Apple hasn't confirmed this, but there's a lot of buzz on the internet and stuff that Apple has removed the headphone jack. And by removing the headphone jack, they've allowed the phone to be water resistant, because I guess the headphone jack is one of the places where water's likely to get into. Well, that leaves people in two tricky situations. A, you're not going to be able to listen to music or whatever on your iPhones, or use a phone headset with the traditional corded headphone jack. Also, for those of you guys who have cars without Bluetooth, like myself, I have a 2011, but my car doesn't have Bluetooth in it. So if I want to listen to music or listen to a podcast, I plug the headphone jack into my, I plug the aux cable in my headphone jack, plug the other end into my car, and I can listen to music. Well, guess what? If there's no headphone jack, I can't hook my car up to the music either. So there's two solutions to this problem. One is wireless headphones, and the other is one of those FM transmitters. You plug it into like your cigarette lighter, or put it on your visor, tune your radio into 87.9 or whatever, and all of a sudden now you can pick up Bluetooth. And it's not perfect. I actually prefer 3.5 millimeter headphone jacks and the aux cable because there's no cutout. I noticed with the radio ones it kind of tends to cut out, or it can get staticky. Anyhow, a huge segment of the population uses iPhones, right? Well, a huge segment of the population is going to need wireless headphones and also FM transmitters. So, and again, this is just an idea I literally came up with 5 minutes ago after I heard this news. But I wanted to make a video because I thought it was kind of applicable to the whole idea or the concept of bundling items. So for those of you guys who don't remember, bundling is basically when we take 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 cheap items and put them into a bundle. So I've given examples before, like with all the survival type stuff. Like if you have a paracord bracelet, you may be able to sell it on its own for $5 or $10, and it only costs you like 50 cents. So it's pretty good margins, right? If you have a little compass, you can probably only sell that for a couple bucks. However, if you get a couple of these items together, like we get a paracord bracelet, a folding knife, and a compass, we bundle them together and we call it a survival pack, or something like that. And now all of a sudden there's a lot more perceived value. Even though we have like 3 $1 items, we could probably sell it for $14.95 or $19.95. Basically, by packaging these cheap items together, we can sell them for more than we could sell any of these one items for as a single. So here's kind of my idea, just kind of spitballing, but you bundle for new Apple iPhone 7 users, or whatever they're calling their new phone, you create a bundle. Now the bundle includes a set of wireless headphones, a FM transmitter, and then also I actually got a pair of wireless headphones recently, and I'm normally kind of late to like new technologies and stuff. Like, corded headphones are fine, but these were given away either at a discounted price or for free on Amazon, so I snagged them up. And this is basically the little clamshell case that comes with your wireless headphones, and that you keep them in. So if you throw them in your pocket, they're not getting damaged or anything like that. Well, what if you got one of these things, which probably costs less than 30 cents, and you got one made red and maybe in the shape of an apple, right? Now, we're kind of getting close to where you may not want to. As long as you're not using like the multicolored Apple logo, I think you should be okay. Although Apple is pretty protective of their brand, so just something to keep in mind. But what if we got one of these little clamshell things in the shape of an apple? It could be a red apple. And then inside of here, it holds your wireless headphones and your FM transmitter for your car. And we call this the iPhone survival pack, and your logo could be, or your phrase or whatever, could be something like "get jacked," because they no longer have a jack. So, get jacked. I don't know. You guys get the point. I'm just kind of spitballing here. But I thought it was interesting that iPhone's taking away the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. There's obviously a huge segment of the population that uses iPhones, so there's going to be a lot of people in the market for Bluetooth wireless headphones, as well as I imagine FM transmitters, because a lot of people don't have Bluetooth in their car. And I thought, there's kind of an opportunity for bundling. There's a bundling opportunity. So you get the headphones, you get the jack, you get a little Apple shell, and you could do some kind of clever marketing campaigns with it or whatever. But all of a sudden, you got a bundle. Now, I should have looked up these products on AliExpress earlier to see how much they actually go for, to kind of give you guys an idea of what you're going to pay for these items and what you could bundle them for. Total shot in the dark. Maybe I'll do some research later and post it in the description box below. This thing's probably going to be 15 to 30 cents. Wireless headphones, or Bluetooth headphones, depending on the quality, I'm going to say you could probably get them as cheap as $3 or $4 for a lower quality bought in bulk. More than likely, you're probably going to pay $6 for a quality pair. And then an FM transmitter, I imagine you could probably get those pretty cheap, probably around the same price. So we'll say you're probably into this for between $9 and $12, and I think you could probably sell it for anywhere from $19.95 to $39.95, depending on how well you bundle everything and how you market everything and things like that. But yeah, kind of two interesting pieces of news today. Number one is that Apple is getting rid of the headphone jack on their new phones, which is kind of a different thing. And also, it could potentially create an opportunity for, I know people are already selling FM transmitters and wireless headphones, but it could make a larger segment of the market needing those products. So, a lot of you guys enjoyed the video I made the other week where I gave you guys the idea about the Tooth Fairy pillow, and I woke up this morning, I heard that news about Apple. I thought it kind of applied to bundling and things like that. So just kind of spitballing, throwing an idea at you. Maybe you guys like it, maybe you guys think it's stupid, but overall the point here is just to kind of get you in the mindset of thinking, how can I capitalize on opportunities? You hear something in the news, how can I find a way? Does that open up any new product categories? Does that make any markets larger? Does that have, put out any opportunities there for me to make some money? So just trying to get you in the mindset of paying attention to current events and seeing if there's ways to kind of capitalize on that with your e-commerce business. And also, I thought it was kind of a perfect example of bundling, which is something I mention a lot but haven't really talked a lot about in depth. So, I think this could be a good one. Let me know what you guys think. Also, for any of you guys Apple users out there, do you plan on getting the new iPhone? Have you heard any cool things about it? I think they're releasing it at like 2 or 3, or not releasing, unveiling it at 2 or 3 this afternoon. We'll see what that does to the stock price. I'm actually sitting on some Apple stock that's down right now. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, if you're on a mobile, to the bottom right, I pointed it the wrong direction. I don't know why I always do that. If you're on a computer, to the bottom left, I'm pretty sure I pointed it the right direction there. Click that subscribe button, get notified of all my upcoming videos. And if you guys have any questions, comments, thoughts, ideas, etc., drop them in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm going to go finish my coffee. We'll catch you guys on the next video.